defense will kick it away to start us off. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Perry. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And if you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On the direct snap, it's Perry. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
Direct snap. It's Smith. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Newton. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Fouls through the defense. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Newton. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Perry. And this Wildcat is going to be deep thrown, stopped in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On the direct snap, it's Perry. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Wide receiver going in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Working on the right. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Steps away to find some room. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And here's what I like about this play, man. First thing you do is take away the easy stuff. Make him react, get him outside the pocket, and now you got to catch him. You got to have a plan for a mobile QB when he gets out the pocket. Who's going to pull the trigger, come up, and chase after him? Nice discipline by this. To get the sack.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Perry. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Perry. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Perry. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown! Ncaa State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Snap. It's Hobbs. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hobbs. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Hobbs. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Hobbs. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game. You're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Takes the handoff. It's Foster. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So now it's 2nd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The give out of the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. With the catch, it's Foster. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Hobbs. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On the direct snap, it's Hobbs. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Hobbs. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Can't get him to the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
To the ground with the back. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quarterback making checks. Miller will go to the air. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Keeps it and gets the first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. Got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Now on the move. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Using his feet. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Hobbs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Hobbs. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He got it. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. The Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice, just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Pocket breaking down. This one's complete. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There he's striking distance at the 37.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go. The football had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Takes the handoff. It's Foster. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Gets it out fast. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown and those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the ball's in the hurry-up. Creates a little space. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. He'll take it himself. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the Volunteers are on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Up-tempo for the offense.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's the problem when you're living in second and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Hobbs. Creates a little room. There he goes. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wants to adjust the pattern. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're facing a 3rd down. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Ready to fire from the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Hobbs. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Finding open areas. Turning it on. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. It's a fumble on the play. I don't know. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Power football with the run. Finds some fresh air. Smashes ahead. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Hobbs. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Miller wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Trying to power it in. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. They go right back to him. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down, and let's see if they go for it here.
4th down.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
The kick is on its way. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. After this, it'll be a wrap. On the direct snap, it's Hurts. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the
Volunteers will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There's no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
The give on the inside. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Job number 1 for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Hobbs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap, it's Hobbs. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Hobbs. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So now on comes the field goal unit. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for running room, but they get him down at the 28, and now they are set up. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Newton. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Breaks into the open, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown ball!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end. It's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again like they've got.
Makes the grab play for the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup. But the war is not over. We're going to see many more.
Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Volunteers have their offense in high gear. Looking for room. It's Foster. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Sherrill. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Vols will have it 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. 4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Sherrill. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Newton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety. That means being physical and get your back downhill, not going backwards.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hobbs. Finds a little space. There he goes. He's at the 50. Past the 30. Inside the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers!
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you run into the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Working the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. From the gun, running back gets the give. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The short hands, it's Foster. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
3rd down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Hobbs. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Hobbs. Running to Green. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Hobbs. Keeps it. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hobbs. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. On the direct snap, it's Hobbs. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Kick is in the air. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
One of the reasons I love this defense is because their DBs get involved, and they come screaming downfield. That's a pretty good athlete playing quarterback on that run, but because of the speed they have in their secondary, boy, they were able to get to him quickly.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Bring in the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Hobbs. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants to go deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this 2nd half, lined up for an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. So here is the Tennessee offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got him downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now. Early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Offense at an empty set. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hobbs. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's incomplete. They've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Hobbs. He'll take it himself. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Punt is on its way. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Quickly complete. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Vols want to crank the tempo.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great
running room in the middle. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 of the 19.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
Quick release by the QB. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
And the Volunteers trying to sneak, gets it done.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he puts through the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well, then I can give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it to the ground.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's George. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. On the direct snap, it's George. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. And he will roll